How is everybody doing tonight? Are you doing good? I know it's been a really special night. My name is Debbie Simpkins, and I'm the Executive Leadership Award Chair for IS Associates. My pleasure to play in that role. I really enjoy that role. The intellectual stimulation of being with the brain power that's on the committee is really special to me, so I'm honored to play that role. My role tonight is to get us transitioned to the awards, which I know that's what everybody's looking forward to tonight. Before we get to that, though, there are a few more thank yous that I need to throw out there. I know we have some UCLA students here tonight. We've been talking a lot about you. Where are you guys? Yep, there they are, over there. I see them. Yeah, stand up, you guys. This is what it's all about. Thank you. Thank you. And this is the connection that IS Associates always wants to make, is with our brilliant students, the leaders of the future, as Davida put so eloquently. This event does not put itself together. We have a team, a very talented team, that puts this event together from the Office of Information Technology. So I would like 4 individuals to stand up who've been instrumental in terms of putting this together for you all tonight. First of all, Davida, the Managing Director of Office of Information Technology. Rafi Simonian, who's been running around here like crazy in the back there. Eileen Chow, where are you? She's our social media guru. And where is Chris Pompeo? There he is, the new kid on the block, but he's the one that's put all the details together for tonight. So thank you all for doing that. And I have to thank the committee that has helped to actually make the decisions around the awards for tonight. We start this process about a year ago, and it takes time, it takes brain power, it takes a little bit of thinking in terms of the direction of the award to balance the legacy that we've heard of tonight with the future and the changes in technology that impact our daily lives that we're going to hear about tonight. So I would like to recognize everybody on the committee. I admire all of these folks, and so I don't know if the list is already up there, but I'd like them all to stand up, please. Don Olander, Thomas Phelps, Trent Johnson, again, Davida. Rick Hopfer, my previous boss. Rich Hoffman, who I don't think is here tonight, and Michael Keithley. Thank you guys so much. So on to the award ceremony. I know that's what you've been waiting for. I've been told I had 0 minutes before I walked up here. Happy 40th anniversary. I missed the cut, so I had to get that in there too. But on to the Velvet Voice. So Frank has been an installation in this award ceremony for about 6 years now. I didn't know you were the Velvet Voice. I just edited this script. So please join me on stage and get this kicked off. Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much, Debbie Simpkins, for that very kind introduction and the family treatment to the entire leadership of UCLA IS Associates. And that family treatment, of course, includes Lou Lieberg's family. So wonderful to see you again here this evening. And thank you for this very, very special occasion on the 40th anniversary of this organization. I guess we'll be breaking out the bubbly at some point, right? So we'll get ready for that. At the reception this evening, I met people from all over the world who are here this evening. Some of you have come from as far away as Orange County, so you get extra credit for that. I was talking to the folks from Bird here this evening, talking about all the new exciting technologies, which I have a feeling you'll be hearing more about very, very soon. We're talking about driverless cars, talking about flying cars, and I think we also came up with a new idea tonight, flying scooters. It's going to be really something to see someday, so we'll be ready for the news on that. Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for your kind comments. At the last event, you were honored, so it's wonderful to see you again here this evening. I was going to go to Rite Aid tonight, but since you're with Express Scripts, I'll try to renew my prescription here this evening and save a trip over there this evening. You're doing an amazing job there, so thank you very, very much for, again, the family treatment here tonight. I have to say, Lou Lieberg's spirit is present here this evening, and I realized, I had interviewed him shortly after his retirement, I believe it was, right? And through the magic of technology, it's possible that we might hear his voice this evening, so I was going to try to bring that up here so we do hear his voice so that the evening is complete.
Miracle Mile, an illustrious career in the information systems business here in Southern California, being celebrated in Westwood this week. Lou Lieberg, retiring as longtime executive director of the Information Systems Associates at the UCLA Anderson School of Management. He co-founded the group of industry affiliates at UCLA more than 30 years ago after a 31-year career with IBM. He received his bachelor's degree, master's, and PhD at UCLA. Lou Lieberg, congratulations, and thank you very much for taking a moment to share your thoughts with us. First of all, tell us about the IS Associates at UCLA.
Information Systems Associates were started, as you just said, in 1978 by Professor Ephraim McLean, then at UCLA, and myself. Started to advance education for those in the IT community, primarily in Southern California, but not solely, for networking among those same folks, and for support, including financial support of the Anderson School of Management. And that original focus has stayed with us all the years. We found new ways of doing those things, but that's still the focus. Fairly importantly, I think, is our organization included all parts of the community, not just the practitioner CIOs, but also those that serve those CIOs, particularly vendors and consulting firms. So we've had a mixture of all participants and also research firms such as Gartner. So we've had, I think, a very rich experience.
Among the movers and shakers in your industry here in Southern California, what's the big issue right now?
So Lou's spirit is with us this evening, and I'll certainly make that interview available so that you guys can post it and have it in his honor forever. So thank you very, very much. We honor Dr. Lou Lieberg's memory this evening, and what a privilege it is to be here tonight. Unfortunately, I'm not able to stop it. No, here it is. I got it. No, thank you. Just kidding. Thank you very much to UCLA and IS Associates to join you here again this evening for this very prestigious occasion. And yes, I've attended for many, many years and am astounded by all of the accomplishments of the leaders and what an exciting ecosystem of IT innovators and companies we have right here. Now, this award ceremony tonight is the pinnacle event of the year to recognize and celebrate with family, friends, and coworkers a few of the most technologically innovative business leaders in the Los Angeles area as well as the surrounding area. The award recognizes the exceptional application of IT toward the operation of the executives organization through the leadership of the recipient. This award tonight is given to a senior general executive who has brought information systems into the most strategic and high-level decision-making processes, as well as in the widespread use throughout the fabric of their respective companies and organizations. Without any further delay, folks, let's get right to our award winners' stories and introduce our very first award winner of the evening, the Executive Leadership Award in the Enterprise category. Although many companies have grown from small beginnings to become giants in their industries, very few started in business only 1 year before the greatest economic depression in American history and still survived to become a household name. Farmers Insurance was founded on innovative business thinking, and their commitment to doing what's right for the communities they've served since 1928. And this has propelled Farmers from a tiny one-room office in the downtown Los Angeles area to offices and homes all across the country, 10 million households, 19 million policies across all 50 states served by more than 21,000 employees. The theme of innovation has continued under Jeff Dailey's leadership, a CEO who understands the critical nature of technology, innovation, and disruptive thinking to move the industry forward. Jeff joined Farmers in 2007 as president of Personal Lines when Farmers acquired Bristol West, where he served in both COO and CEO roles. In January of 2011, he was promoted to the position of President and Chief Operating Officer of Farmers Group Incorporated, and in January of 2012 was named to his current role of CEO of Farmers Group Incorporated. In his CEO role, he has fully supported and fostered the collaboration, innovation culture, most notably through Farmers' ecosystem of innovation, an initiative that channels the highest and best thinking, including tech accelerators, startup companies, cloud platforms, and technology entrepreneurs in partnership with all Farmers employees, not just IT employees, by the way. Farmers' employees now leverage both the innovation and experience labs to scout, explore, and incubate new ideas and develop prototypes for future funding in an effort to improve the digital customer experience and equip their agents with the emerging technology needed to resolve claims quickly. Whether it's real-time customer interaction, drones to detect wildfire risk, or sensors in vehicles to detect damage, Farmers Insurance making these part of a customer and employee day-to-day reality. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Jeff Dailey to the stage now to receive the Executive Leadership Award in the Enterprise category. Jeff is joined tonight by Farmers CIO Paul Wilson and head of the office of the CIO York Einhaus.
So thank you very much. This is a real honor. I have to tell you on a personal note, so I told my son where I was going to UCLA tonight, and I was getting this honorary award, and he actually said, "Dad, you beat out Elon Musk?" So I'm sure I did, but thank you for at least making me a big hero in front of my son. But this is truly an honor for Farmers, and I also think, Frank, if you could kind of follow me around and introduce me for every place I go, that's by far the best introduction I think I've ever gotten. So I really appreciate that as well. And what Frank said is true. I mean, Farmers actually started in Los Angeles. We were a one-room operation, and somebody had the brilliant idea that we're going to insure cars in rural America where they didn't actually drive. So you would collect premium, you didn't have to pay losses, and it was a really good business model for a while. And then if you think about the U.S. insurance industry, there's a lot of other people that had the same idea. State Farm, there's farm bureaus everywhere. But it was an innovative idea. But you think about Farmers getting an award for tech, and can you think of a company name that does not denote tech any more than Farmers Insurance? And so we've really been blessed to have a lot of great people. But the one thing that has been consistent at Farmers for the 90 years that we have been in business is a commitment to a customer. And I would argue that and believe me, Ron Guerrier is here, probably the only good thing that University of Illinois ever produced. And he doesn't get the mic anymore, so I win this one. But as Ron knows, the thing that I am most proud of is that we've created a culture where that we want to innovate for the customer. And if you look at some of the things that were in the video that I'm really proud of, if anybody's ever had a problem where they've had to stay on the side of the road and wait for a tow truck because they've had a problem, that's a horrible experience. And okay, that was Ron. Probably a Wisconsin comment. But we do that 600,000 times a year for our customers around the country, and it was probably one of our lowest rated customer experiences, was that ability to interact with that customer. They don't know who's coming to pick them up. It can take a long time, and you really have no idea when the tow truck will actually get there. Well, we've really created an Uber-like experience now for tow trucks that really allows the customer to be in control of that. If it isn't working right, they know who's going to show up, they know when they're going to show up, and if something goes wrong, they're in control. And it's that commitment. At the end of the day, we are not a technology company. There's no on and off button on our switch. We really stand behind a promise. And our promise is that on the day that something goes wrong, from hopefully something that goes not terribly wrong, like a fender bender, to something that could go horribly wrong, like the wildfires that are facing us. In fact, I got just, in real life, my agent texted me 15 minutes ago and said, I live in Calabasas. I understand there's evacuations in Calabasas. Is your house okay? I said, I don't know. I'm at UCLA. I'll find out in an hour or so. But it is really our promise to actually be there and deliver when something bad happens. And that's really what we're about. As we think about innovation and we think about technology, it is all about how can we actually make that customer experience at that point in their life when they really need us. How do we make that better? We've made it much easier to report claims. You can literally report a claim to Farmers anywhere in the world now through some technology advances that we've made. You saw in the video that we can now actually inspect roofs with drones. We do aerial imagery flyovers, so in a bad wildfire where people are kept out of their homes, we actually fly over the affected areas We actually compare that to the mapping of our policyholders that we have, and we can actually tell sometimes policyholders, not a very fun phone call, that your house is no longer there, you have no need to go back there, and let us get you a check so that you can move on and figure out how to rebuild your life. So technology has made our ability to interact with our customers and made that customer experience a lot better. And again, we've got some fantastic people. We have 20,000 people at Farmers that are focused on our customers. We've got some great IT people that were led by Ron for a while, now by Paul Wilson, who's also sitting here at the table with me. But it's really in our DNA is how do we make that experience better? How do we innovate to make sure that we are providing the best possible experience? So I want to thank IS Associates for this award. Certainly, I'm getting the award, which is really silly. That's where my son was laughing. But the award really comes from the great people that work at Farmers, that innovate every single day and try to make our customer experience and how we deal with our customers better. So thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Got the 1 minute warning. Okay.
Oh, you want one?
Oh, one more. All right.
Congratulations.